Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to share the story of how I became a realtor. My name is Chofilo de la Paz III of Dolce Brio Properties by Philippine Homes. In this channel, we create house tours of properties, condominiums, house and lots, projects, and everything real estate. But before I go to the story, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and click on the bell so you'll get notified every time we release a new video. Okay, this story is a bit long, so please bear with me as this goes back to 12 years. But no worries, as I will try my best to shorten it. Okay, as a seafarer, it was an ordinary day on the ship where I worked. I was a cabin steward on a cruise ship which sails around the world. I already knew we had a Filipino passenger on my deck or floor since we were briefed with the passenger manifest beforehand. I was doing my daily routine, cleaning cabins when a passenger approached me on the alleyway and he said, "Excuse me, Filipino ka ba?" And I said, "Yes sir, nakakatuwa nga po kasi bihira po kami magka-passenger na Filipino." He said, "Oo nga, ngayon lang din kami nag-cruise kasi may konting extra." I thought to myself, this guy must have more than just an extra to be able to sail on a 90% Australian passenger world cruise with his family. Then he said, "Teka, may bibigay ako sa'yo." His cabin was just about 5 doors away, so he came back quickly. He gave me 2 small books. I said thank you and he went on his way. I just kept it on my trolley, then worked as normal. Kala pa naman tip na. Anyways, I brought the book to my cabin and since I wanted to sleep early, I started to read one. It was a book by Bo Sanchez. He talked about investing and how he thought it's made to also become an investor with just little money. It took my interest. He also talked about a book by the famous Robert Kiyosaki, author of the best-selling Rich Dad Poor Dad, whom I didn't know, which apparently was the second book that he gave. I was not a reader back then. Nakatulog lang ako kada nagbabasa. But somehow the Bo Sanchez book kept me really awake. It was literally an eye-opener. After finishing the first book, I was intrigued on what the other book contains. I read the other book and it opened my mind to possibilities other than being an employee. Rich Dad Poor Dad contains lessons about investing, reading financial statements, and guess what? Robert Kiyosaki's business then was real estate. His rich dad said that investing is similar to the game of Monopoly, on how you should buy small houses, then later on exchange them to one hotel. He also mentioned that in order for you to have a profitable real estate business, start by putting up small businesses to train your brain or your mind and the habits to be the same as an entrepreneur. I was so interested in all the ideas, so I kept on buying Rich Dad books, so eager to start a business. But my partner back then was in Singapore, so I still had to go to Singapore to work land-based for another year. But my brain can't stop thinking of business ideas and all the possibilities. So we broke up since our minds are no longer connected or in sync. As soon as I came back to the Philippines, I immediately put up a business, something related to my other passion, which is music. I put up a band rehearsal studio which only lasted like a year. As what the book stated, only 5% of all traditional businesses survive within the first 5 years. After that, my supplier of musical instruments in Lima, Santa Mesa, took me under her wing. She became my mentor. She taught me how to put up musical instrument stores. And after that, business was good. Till the pandemic came, I had to close all 3 stores. In fact, that story of mine was aired on ABS-CBN DZMM teleradyo program called Tulong Ko, Pasa Mo by Sir Dick and Miss Adeline Garcia.
Gaya ng
I
kwento
may
ni
put in
Chopilo de la Paz
the link in the
III o
description
mas
below.
kilala sa
But as
palayaw
what
na
they all
June.
say, if a door closes, windows of opportunities open. So I learned importing and manufacturing, e-commerce selling while staying at home. These businesses still exist. My life story being aired on TV also brought its advantage. Naisip ko lang, sapat na siguro yung mga natutunan ko over the years or through the years, a decade to be exact. Now could be the best time to actually do real estate and practice it and work on my mission. I have a dream to someday put a foundation which takes old merchants and beggars out of the streets and into a free shelter, probably funded by me and all other people who share the same vision. Just like Faith, one of my college friends posted about her being part of the biggest real estate company in the Philippines, which is Philippine Homes. So I joined Philippine Homes, and indeed, it is an awesome company. They provided all the trainings back then and paid for national certification plus all the support I needed. Best developers and which ones to avoid. I also founded this brand Dolce Brio Properties, which you probably are on right now, which is also under Philippine Homes. So that was the story on how I became a realtor. I hope you didn't fall asleep. Thank you for your time hearing my story. And to my fellow seafarers and OFWs, start investing in real estate. This is the only investment that doesn't go down in value. Huwag nyo na hayaan matulog yung pera nyo or ipon nyo sa bangko kasi hindi nyo pa nagagamit yung pag-ibig fund, turn it into a passive income. I can even handle finding people who will rent your properties. I have gone through all the trainings and preparations to determine what to look for and to look out for a property investment so you won't have to. I will execute the due diligence for you. I can also show you properties which can yield passive income. Again, my name is Chofilo de la Paz III of Dolce Brio Properties by Filipino Homes. See you again next time. Bye.